Hey, hey, happy August. So it's a new day in a new month, and it happens to be Monday. Personally, my favorite day of the week because I have the most energy on Mondays. So are you ready to plan for the month ahead? Then stick around. So the first part of this video is going to be interactive. So watch and pause as you need it. I want you to take action immediately. So as soon as I share one of the questions, be sure to pause it, write yours, do your thinking, write yours out, and follow along as we go, because I'm all about taking immediate action. And that's the only way anything ever really gets done anymore, right? This is completely meant to be paused and watch as you go. And then in the second part, I'll be going through each of these same questions and I'll share how I've planned my month. So be sure to stick around for that. And I'll kind of talk through my process on how I go through these questions. I want you to be able to answer these questions without hearing mine first. You can focus more on your intuition and what you want to do. Hi, I'm Jennifer, the time optimizer for busy solo business owners. So if you're a solopreneur interested in all things time management, work-life balance, and creating life on your terms sooner rather than later, then you're in the right place. So to get started, grab your favorite journal or piece of paper and your favorite writing utensil. I definitely recommend you do this actually writing. There's something so therapeutic about it, and studies have shown that you remember better when you write things down. But if you're purely digital, open up a Google Doc. But again, I highly recommend that you write it on pen and paper or something like that. So let's dive in. So first, we're going to want to reflect on the previous month. So for July, describe the month in one word. What was the overall theme of the month, or what was the feeling that seemed to be the strongest for the entire month, and why? Next, what are the highlights of the month? What do you appreciate, want to celebrate, or different things you really want to remember about July? Next, what are you grateful for? We can't leave this one out. We got to know where we are and be in the moment before we brush on to the next thing. So write down, what are you grateful for right now for July? Next, what is one thing you are proud of from July? It doesn't matter how big or small, multiple things that you're really proud of yourself for, but what is at least one thing you're proud of? And the last reflecting question is, what is something you want to improve? The only way to get better is to keep doing it and repeating it better and better and more confident as we do it, as we take action with it. So what is something that you want to improve or continue improving? Okay, so next we are going to look ahead. So now we're going to start planning for August. So what is one word or theme or feeling you're wanting to have for August? This word or theme is going to guide you for everything that you do, whether it's a task. This will help you stay in better alignment for the month. And it's okay if this changes throughout the month too. So don't feel like you have to write one and think it's set in stone. It's a guide. It's something to go by. Next, what is one main goal you want to have for the month? What is the project you want to work on? What is something you want to learn? Anything like that. But we want to only have one main goal. Even if you have some sub goals, which I will, and I will share in a little bit. But the main thing is, what is your one main goal you want to have for this month? Next, what are 4 main steps you want to achieve that goal? These end up being your weekly goals. So what tasks for the first week do you need to get done before you can do the next one? So if we do it over 4 weeks, then it'll be easier to break down, and that way it feels more doable too. All right, and now you're going to want to take each of those main goals each week and break them down into more daily goals with next steps. So what is a task you got to do before you can do the next thing? And next, what are some non-negotiables or some fun activities that you want to do this month? It can't be all work without play. So be sure to do something that you've been wanting to do for a while or you haven't done enough of lately. We got to add some fun in this month, a lot more fun. And now we're going to put it all on the calendar. So take some time and schedule this out on your calendar. I'll put a link below how I time block and schedule out my Google Calendar. I have a little series down below, so I'll be sure to link that if you want a reference to mine. But if it's not on the calendar, it ain't getting done. Putting it on your calendar might take a little bit, so that's okay. Just pause it and take as long as you need and hang out here with me, because in the next part, I'm going to share how I've planned for the month. Okay, part 2. The word to describe July for me is more of a theme for me. My word for July is transition, because I am switching from focusing on Facebook to doing YouTube for long form content and Instagram for short form content. So be sure to follow me on IG, and I'll put that in down below as well. And then I'm going to take the YouTube videos and repurpose them to the other platforms. So for me personally, it's a lot easier to create a video and then post it everywhere else instead of doing a blog post, which I'll get into more in a minute. I'll take what I create here on YouTube, I'll do a quote, a reel, just different things, put it on Instagram, and then I'll take the video and audio from this, and I'll do the summary, and I'll turn that into a blog post, and then I'll pin that blog post to Pinterest. So that's kind of a quick summary of my new process for YouTube videos. My highlight of the month is I'm realizing how much I actually love YouTube. I've been learning so much about it, and it's been really fascinating for me, and just discovering, where do I fall into this? How can I use YouTube for my business? So I just want to help as many people as possible. And I'm already on YouTube all the time because I love to learn. By doing short form video on Instagram, it's helped me build my confidence to do these longer form YouTube videos. So I'm really excited about that and to see where this goes. And it's a lot more fun than I thought too. All right, next, what I am grateful for is I am so grateful for the people I am surrounded by, and we cheer each other on and we lift each other up and we genuinely want each other to succeed. And that's all you can really want for anybody and for yourself, right? This has taken a lot of time of boundaries and getting rid of toxic people out of my life. And now I'm finally at a place where I have the most amazing people in my life, and I love it. And I absolutely recommend the same for you. And of course, I am so grateful for your support and watching this video. So one thing I've learned is kind of repeating a little bit what I've already mentioned, is that I've learned that YouTube is the main platform I want to be on now for where I am in my business and where my confidence is and the clarity I have in my business and who I want to share with. And I also realize it's a lot easier to repurpose a video into other content than the other way around, because I love writing, but I've got carpal tunnel and it keeps flaring up, especially as a gamer. So, but being on the computer all day and writing and gaming, it's just not working out. So for me, it is now a lot easier to create a video like this and then pull out the audio and embed both of those into a blog post, and then have like the full transcription or at least a summary of the video, and that will be a blog post instead. I might have some other regular form blog posts as well. It's a lot easier for me personally to do videos at this point. And then one thing I am proud of is that I have posted a couple videos to YouTube already. I'm going to link those below. One of them is an interview about how long to spend on your marketing and what to focus on as a solopreneur. And another video I've done is 5 mistakes I made when I was learning time management. That way you don't have to make those same mistakes. Something I want to improve for YouTube, of course, is continue learning the structure, how to best reach more people. I'm still getting into my groove, so I'm wanting to start getting more consistent with YouTube. And I'll explain that a little bit more in the next part. Okay, now the actual goals I have for the month. So I'm pretty excited about this month. The feeling I want is it's going to be more of a feeling theme, I guess, is glow up. I want my business to feel like it's where my branding, to feel like it's where I am with my confidence and with my business clarity right now. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to look like. So you'll understand that here in a minute. So of course, my main goal and project for the month is going to be updating my branding. So the branding itself, I'm not going to focus on the website right away. I'm talking about like getting my graphics more consistent and all that kind of stuff. That will involve meeting with my brand strategist, who I am really excited about, and I can't wait to introduce y'all to her whenever this part is done. And I'll create a separate video on why I'm rebranding and kind of an overview of what that's going to be. Of course, once I have met with her and we've figured out what I want to do, update all my current graphics so they're all going to be consistent. By the end of the month, all my graphics are going to be updated. If I've got extra time, this is a bonus one for this one, is I'm hoping to get new headshots made or just new photos in general made for my branding. So I'm pretty excited about that too. I haven't figured out who yet, so that's on my list, is finding a photographer to do that for me. And then I've got 2 sub goals. So my first one is I want to test out my VIP day. This is a service I'm adding and I'm really excited about it. So I'm wanting to walk someone through a full VIP day so I get a better feel of what the structure of that day should look like, and set up my workflow and processes for that as I set it up and work with her, like with the onboarding and then doing the actual session, all the activities for the session, and then of course the action plan at the end, that kind of thing. By the end of the month, I got to finish onboarding her. I've already found someone, so I'm really excited about that. So she's going to be my guinea pig for this. So I've already started the onboarding process, contract, payment link. I already sent her the pre-VIP day questions. That way I have a better feel of what she wants to focus on and how I can better tailor the day to her. And this is a virtual VIP. That way we can get a lot done in one day so we can take action faster. Okay, and then my mini goal is to post 1 video a week on YouTube. I really want to start getting consistent over here, and I know that's going to take a little bit, especially when my health flares up and all that, and I'm still trying to figure out the best workflow for me and how that works around my health and my work schedule and that kind of stuff. And for me, 1 time a week, it feels more manageable with all of that. And even if it's not the same day each week that I post, because it's baby steps after all, and I am building a new habit. And as I get used to doing this, it's going to be a lot quicker and easier. Editing will go faster because I do all of that all by myself at the moment. And it takes a little bit to build a new habit. So as long as I get 1 video out a week, that'll make me feel successful for this goal. While I'm doing these videos, I'll be documenting the workflows in Asana, so that way I remember what I did each time, and that way it's there for whenever I do eventually outsource to a virtual assistant. So that's something I also recommend, is when you're creating a new process or you're doing a new workflow or creating a new habit, be sure to document each of those steps, even if the step seems so minor or it should be so obvious, even if it makes the list longer for what the workflow is. Be sure to document all of that, because when you do outsource it later, that doesn't mean the other person is going to like automatically know to do that kind of thing. So document everything as you go. It'll make it so much quicker and so much easier in the long run. All right, some of my fun activities I want to do this month is, I haven't been to the mountains in a while. It is my happy place. I usually go once a month, but with gas prices up, I just haven't. And I can tell I haven't been outdoors very much, and it's been raining a lot. So I haven't been able to get up there like I want to. I'd like to get up to the mountains at least once this month. I've got a couple of books I'm wanting to read, so I'm wanting to start reading 30 minutes before bed. I want to expand my meal variety of what I eat and save time cooking with using meal delivery service. And right now I'm trying out Dinnerly, and I've tried 2 meals so far. And right now I like it because the meals take 30 minutes or less to prepare, and they are so delicious. So if you want to give Dinnerly a try, I'll put my link down below. Like, these are ingredients and meals that I don't just think of to make, or I don't know what seasonings or what things to put together all the time. And it's, for me, it's just exhausting to meal plan and go grocery shopping and all of that. So having the meal delivery service, they send everything to me that I need that goes with it. You just follow the recipe and bam, done. Delicious. If you didn't already know, I'm a gamer. That's one of my ways I reward myself in the evenings after turned off for the day kind of thing of everything else. And after family time, I'm going back to one game in particular, and I'm wanting to do more PvP, which is player versus player. So unless you're a gamer, you probably don't know. So that's all you need to know at this point. I don't usually PvP very often, and I love it when I do. So I'm excited to do that more as part of my reward system. Some people might take bubble baths. Some people might go get their nails done. I game. So if you're a gamer, let me know in the comments too. To recap, to plan for August, you want to reflect on the previous month. In this case, we're reflecting on July. Then you're going to want to take your goal for the month and break it down into weekly and daily tasks. And then, of course, you're going to want to put it on the calendar, because if you don't put it on the calendar, it ain't getting done. So let me know in the comments what your biggest aha moment from July was, and leave hashtag make it happen, and let me know what you're going to take action on or what your big goal is for the month. And also be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Simplified Solo Biz, and I'll put that link in the description as well. Happy planning and have a great August.